When people hear the words self-care, they often think of bubble baths and face masks and watching your favorite TV show. At least that's what I always associated self-care with. What I've come to learn is there are actually two definitions of self-care. The first is practices used to comfort and soothe oneself. The second definition is the act of attending to one's physical and mental health. I think it's easy to get caught up in thinking that having comfort food and pampering yourself is all that self-care is. But the real benefits of self-care come from the second half of the definition. Truly caring for yourself and ensuring that your physical and emotional and psychological needs are being met. It's basically like self-parenting. Why comfort and soothing ourselves is not the answer. Although activities like eating a whole box of cookies and watching Netflix might feel good in the moment, oftentimes we are using these activities to comfort ourselves without getting to the root of what our bodies and our minds actually need. If you try to make yourself feel better by using comfort and pampering activities alone, it might not be what is best for you in the long run. How to do self-care the right way. Self-care will mean something different for everyone, and it will also change for you depending on your mood and your energy levels and what you require in any given moment. There are 6 key pillars that I have found to be the foundation for a healthy mind and body. If you take time to check in with these 6 self-care pillars on a regular basis, or when you aren't feeling your best, it will hopefully help to start the spiral back up again. If when you reflect on these pillars and you find that you have fulfilled them all, but you're still not feeling right, that's okay. It's inevitable that some days won't be as good as others. But if it starts to go on for longer than a few days, it might be time to do a different form of check-in to find out what's going on. But in general, these pillars are a simple way to stay on track and help you get closer to the way you want to feel. The first pillar is sleep. Have you been sleeping well recently? If not, have you been going to bed and waking up at consistent times, or reducing screen time and caffeine in the lead up to sleep? Sleep is vital to our everyday functioning. If we aren't getting the necessary amount of sleep for our body, it can throw everything off kilter. You'll notice that your energy levels are lower or get depleted quicker, your mood is affected, your patience is thinner than normal, your eating habits and motivation can also be affected. Sleep is so integral to our everyday functioning. It's helpful to look at this pillar first if you're not feeling the best. The next pillar is water. Have you drunk enough water today? If not, have you got access to water? Maybe filling up a drink bottle to have nearby. The fact that we can't go more than a few days without drinking water just proves how important this pillar is. It is surprising to know the number of people that live in a constant state of dehydration. And it's okay if that's you. Honestly, it's also me a lot of the time. Trying to drink enough water is a habit that I've struggled with over the years, but making sure that you're drinking enough water for your body is important for mental clarity, your digestion, protecting your joints and organs, and stabilizing your heartbeat. So next time you find yourself feeling tired or have a headache, it's a good reminder to grab a glass of water. The next pillar is nutrition. Have you had enough nutrient-dense food today that is filling and nourishing? Nutrients are the fuel our body uses to function. It's important to be conscious when deciding what to eat and avoid letting your autopilot choose the foods that may provide instant gratification but might not be what our body needs. Nutrition is different for everyone, and it's important to know what your mind and body need to function at their best. Sometimes we don't notice if one meal is lacking the nutrition we need. But if this is consistently happening throughout the day with our food choices, it may have a larger negative impact on our energy and our mood. The fourth pillar is movement. Have you moved today? Have you gotten in some kind of exercise or stretched or gone for a walk? Moving your body is one of the best things you can do for your physical and mental health. It is easy to fall into a fairly sedentary lifestyle, especially if you have an office job where you sit down at a desk for most of the day. That is why it's especially important to intentionally include movement into your day. Even a little bit goes a long way. You don't need to commit to a full workout every single day, but doing something that gets your heart rate up can be really beneficial. The next pillar is nature. Have you gone for a walk out in nature today, or sat in your backyard, or watered your houseplants? There are many ways to appreciate the natural world. There are some countries that have official recommendations of how much exposure to nature someone should have. There are lots of reasons why getting out in nature can really help our minds and our body. Some of the simplest reasons are it helps us to slow down and disconnect from technology. The last pillar is social connection. Have you connected with someone today? A family member, a friend, an acquaintance? Oftentimes, even when you don't feel like it, social connection with the right person can be really beneficial in helping your mental state. Opening up, talking, being vulnerable, being heard, hearing a different perspective, laughing, receiving empathy. There are so many benefits to human connection. One of my favorite quotes is shared sorrow is halved and shared joy is doubled. So although self-care can be about comfort and pampering, at the same time, it's about prioritizing our mental and physical well-being. If you take time to check in with your self-care pillars, sleep, water, nutrition, movement, nature, and social connection, you're on the path to feeling your absolute best. If you found this video helpful, you might also like my video on feeling your feelings and accepting negative emotions. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.